little bit torn as well. We're talking about how like exciting this is. At the same time, it's like, oh, one of these guys qualifies, the other one has to try again next week.
Yeah, honestly, I would give either player, whoever doesn't make it through today, a very good chance of next week. But
true.
Yeah, it's still gonna sting a little. Regardless, speaking of sting, we are kicking things off on 2,000 atmospheres. LE, we're in the bottom left-hand corner map, sweating all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. We have the purple Zerg player coming out from the land of Australia, going to be representing M for Mindfreak as well as M for Melbourne, even though it's Jason Bourne and not Jason Byrne. He is Chase with the ace.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2,000 atmospheres, LE, we have the Australian Zerg player. He is blue, representing himself, and oh my, representing himself, going for that hatch first opening. It is ZvZ.
So remember we said we're gonna get 5 2-minute games?
Yep.
I think Chase heard that and thought, "Oh, that's a good idea."
100%. It was listening. But we'll see what happens
through the internet cable, as he was underwater at the time.
He
fighting
was
off another shark.
I'm really curious to see what this pool first is going to be for, because part of me wants to say that this is a safety pool first. On the other hand, he could do something crazy and skip link speed and go into, okay, never mind, he's going to these 6 links, but he could go into a faster Roach Warren as well if he so chose to.
Yeah, it's got a lot of options with that pool first, but it's got to choose one of them soon, because otherwise ZvZ is just gonna eventually snowball an economy.
Yeah, like a pool first to me feels very safe, right? He's got 6 links out of the map, sure, but they shouldn't really do too much, to be honest. Like Chase, he's slightly behind when it comes to gas, so he's not going to have faster link speed or anything like that. His links are going to go across the map. Their goal is to maybe pick off a drone or two, but they do get spotted by ZvZ's overlords.
It's gonna definitely have plenty of time to react, get a couple of links of his own. Oh, I like this. Evacuates the natural base. Just get the drones ready. Oh, Chase not looking to punish that, actually. He's going straight for drone kills and scout.
Yeah, exactly. He just dives straight into the main base. So far, he's forcing some lost mine time. Yo, can he get a drone? Up.
Not quite. ZvZ chases it away. Oh, the body blocking, not quite there. But will completely deter the links of Chase for now. ZvZ, that was as close to a flawless defense as you could have gotten.
Yeah, he hasn't lost anything.
There was some lost mining time, but yeah. Lost mining time, but hasn't lost a single drone. Hatchery is still very much alive. He even injected the hatchery before going into the ramp, so this is a fantastic start for ZvZ.
Definitely. I mean, other than all that lost mining time, of course, behind this, Chase has been droning up, and he does take a small worker lead. But other than that, there's nothing too crazy going on, right? They're both getting into their Bailey nest. They're both getting link speed. Right now, we're just waiting to see, you know, is anyone going to go for a faster third base, as ZvZ attempts to go for a bit of a scout. Doesn't see too much. Does confirm the drones, though.
Yeah, he knows that Chase is going to be overly aggressive here. It was just a pool first. It's not going to be a link flood following that up.
Yeah, exactly. As the links of Chase are going around the map, maybe we're going to try and catch this queen. At the same time, Chase sends his own links across the map. They shouldn't find too much here. And yo, ZvZ, he tries to jump on top of the queen, but there are reinforcements.
There are reinforcements. Will Chase be able to keep it alive? Barely. By the skin of its teeth.
Just barely, and now ZvZ, oh my god, he's just ramping up the aggression. We had 20 lings in production there, banelings as well, opting not to go for his third. Meanwhile, Chase is.
I am not used to this dynamic, Light. ZvZ being the aggressor and Chase being the defender?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just not used to Chase defending in general.
I just hope that ZvZ utilizes this, right? Like, he has a very large army here. He is taking a third, but it's later compared to his opponent. Like, he needs to be aggressive across the map. For sure, defend this wave, but then, like, just send it, mate.
Just send it.
Oh, God, I mean...
Coming under control.
Yeah, and Chase has got his own Banelings being morphed in at home. He's the faster player to go into Roaches and work on his upgrades as well. Another Banelings are coming out.
A decent snipe so far. Vivid has so many Banelings it barely even matters. Oh, kind of wasting him a little bit. Oh, but Chase's Banelings are starting to be sniped a little bit. A lot of Banelings want to connect. Juicy couple of drones, but is it going to be enough?
Yeah, the drone kills are nice, but Chase is still ahead in workers, and he held on to his third base. Vivid, oh my god, he made another wave of Lings. I don't know if the second wave can really accomplish too much, but he's going to try here. Again, he needs to deal a little bit more damage. A lot more damage, actually.
If he's able to sneak in, he will be able to do a lot, but Chase, he's already got some guarding Banelings, some Roaches as well.
That he does, and Vivid, he's just being left further and further behind when it comes to the worker count. Sure, their third base is finally up and running, and he can get into those drone productions, but again, Chase, he already has +1 finishing up.
He does.
Oh god, no, please!
Decent snipe here for side of Vivid. He doesn't really have an answer to the Roaches yet, though.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite able to keep up that aggression, but we're getting to the point where Vivid is starting to catch up. Still very much behind on the army supply as well as the upgrades, but he's on a comfortable enough economy. He's got the map control. He can afford to buy himself time to catch up.
He needs to desperately. It's so important to point out that Vivid, he starts +1 range as Chase finished his own +1 range. Like, there's a massive window here where Chase can just hit across the map and just be miles ahead when it comes to his upgrades. But it looks like he's not going for it. He starts +2 instead.
This could definitely come back to work in Vivid's favor, but for the most part, Chase is just making sure he gets further ahead. Doesn't want to throw away his lead to by doing anything unnecessary.
Yeah, he doesn't want to risk an earlier timing. He wants something a little bit more solid, if you will, right? With all of his upgrades, when it comes to +2 as well as Guile. So because of this, he is going to give Vivid a lot of breathing room. At the same time, Vivid, it's understandable he's forced to make spines, because if an attack did happen, like, he needs more than just Roaches to defend. And this is also kind of wasted resources. Oh, does cancel one.
Just as it was about to pop, huh?
Yeah. Again, like, Vivid, he has to cut corners. Like, he's down 10 workers, mate.
Gotta find a way to catch up or bring Chase down. And there's no easy solution to that yet.
Yeah, I mean, maybe something can come into play like those Dropper Lords, like that you were mentioning earlier. Personally, I would love that as a way to harass. But leaving Chase alone, I feel like is not an option here, because Chase is getting fully saturated on 3 bases. He's even expanding and taking a 4th base behind this. He's still ahead in terms of those upgrades as well. Like, Vivid, either like being incredibly greedy, or maybe tech up, or something else, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
It's got to be something at this point.
What decision he makes.
Yeah, as Chase, he's coming across the map. Oh god, he's up 30 supply. He does get scattered by Vivid. Can he do it? Can he somehow hold against this Chase Roach army?
Let's try to. He has a very nice position on top of the high ground. Decent concaves are being set up, trying to reposition his spine as quickly as possible. This base is not going to go up though, but will it be canceled in time? It is.
Yeah, it is canceled, and now Chase is forcing his way up the ramp. Oh my god, he does take a couple of bounces to the face, but he just does so much. Oh my god.
That he does. Ooh, a couple more unnecessary biles, but Chase still with a very comfortable lead. Doesn't want to go into that choke point yet though. It's a very nice biles from Chase to Vivid though. As we look at the army supply, it's starting to bleed out.
Yeah, exactly, as we do have a bit of a counterattack. I love this. You know, Vivid, he does hit the 3rd base, does kill a queen, and pull away the attention of Chase a little bit, but as you were saying, he just has so much army here. Takes out the 3rd base, forces a cancel on the 4th. Now Vivid is stuck on 2 bases.
Against a Zerg opponent who is very comfortably on 4. gathering a couple of reinforcements, getting ready for round 2 chases.
That he isn't. Oh, I didn't even notice that, but oh, never mind. I thought the Roach Warren had been sniped because Vivid was making a second one, but he's just making it just in case that Roach Warren does fall.
Yeah, which is definitely very unfortunate here for Vivid. Again, he needed to cut corners. He was at an economic disadvantage for so long, but this is really starting to cut into the resources. Multi-prong coming in here from Chase. Such a good flank with the Roaches, and this should just about be it.
Yeah, exactly. The Roaches just flood on in. There's not enough to hold the line, and GG gets caught. Chase takes game 1.
Woo!
GG.
Definitely got to see a lot of aggression from both sides, but in the end, kind of feels like Vivid. I don't want to say tunnel vision, but he made a decision that was the wrong one when he decided to try to link flood there.
Yeah, I was okay with like the first Ling Flood, but then he kept making Lings. Like he just didn't stop for a bit, and because of that, that did eat into his drone count. That ate into like everything, right? Delaying his Evo chambers as well. Like, yeah, just focused a little bit too much on that, right?
And when it's such a when you make a lot of army, it eats into your drone count. When it eats into your drone count, it eats into your later army count.
Yeah. It's the rough thing about Zerg, you know, like like all your production, like it affects your army and your economy, right? You have to pick and choose when you drone up and when you don't. Oh boy. But we'll see how things can maybe change here as we're getting ready to get into game 2.
Indeed we are. Tuning on our best of 5. It is neither player is on match point. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. God, meanwhile...
Hey, GM just got reset, and Vivid went from Masters to GM.
Oh my god. It just happened before our eyes. That happened in the lobby?
It's something I heard could happen, but not something I've ever witnessed. I thought I was seeing things for a second, but Vivid... Masters won for the longest time, but every 24 hours they do reevaluate who is in that top 200. And now Vivid is in the top 200.
There you go.
That is hopefully an omen of things to come as we continue our best of 5 qualifying match here on Lightshade LE. We're in the top left-hand corner map, starting all the way in the top left-hand corner. We have the purple Zerg player coming down from the land of Australia, representing M for Melbourne as well as M for Mindfreak. He is the hunter of the sharks, the protector of the internet cables, and most importantly, the ace in the base, in your face. He is Chase.
Oh boy. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Australian Zerg player. He is blue, representing himself, as well as, you know, kind of oversee elite in a way. It is Vivid.
Liking Erebus here in the chat. Look at them D keys.
Okay, look at that D.
Yeah, stop looking at the D's, buddy.
Oh god. Well, the problem was that Vivid wasn't looking at the D. That's the problem. Wasn't pressing it.
Maybe he was looking, but he wasn't pressing.
There you go.
He was looking, but he wasn't touching.
Oh god. All right. Well, we are now on Lightshade. You know, Lightshade, one of the smaller maps in the map pool. I wouldn't be opposed to Vivid maybe committing or going for that same style, that same like Lingbane aggression early on. Maybe he can find a little bit more success here.
Yeah. Definitely a bit of a shorter rush distance than 2,000 atmospheres, and definitely a lot of surface area as well to take advantage of.
Oh boy, we'll see.
All of this is to be determined.
So far, we did have some pretty standard openers. Hatch gas pool from both players. Chase didn't go for that crazy pool first opening, and I feel like it makes sense, especially because if you recall, game 1 started with Vivid not losing any drones to that opener.
Yeah, very, very well done.
So Chase kind of gives up on that idea, goes for a more economic standard opener here. And we'll see where things start to diverge as the Lings of Chase are slipping out. Gonna be scouting around, going across the map. Oh, no. Oh my god.
Oh!
Okay.
Still very much mirrored here, but we will have to see who is the first player to go for Nidus.
Yeah, we have a bit of a gentleman's agreement here. Both players going all the way up to their third bases. Neither one of them is skipping their Baneling nest.
No skipping the droning.
Yeah, ZvZ is able to scout and confirm
No metabolic
this.
boost.
Yeah, and we'll see if anyone decides to pull the trigger. So Vivid, he saw the Baneling nest. He knows that there's going to be Ling Bane to defend the third base of Chase. Despite that, he could still try and like gamble a little bit. And oh, there we go. 14 Lings are on the way.
What did we tell ya? First player to diverge quite a bit.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to be flooding Lings across the map, looking to try and deny this third base. Meanwhile, Chase has been droning. He did still make a couple of Lings, and we should be seeing some Banelings morphed in pretty soon. Chase, please, your Baneling nest is done. Mate, buddy. There we go.
Okay. Couple of them mate for defense here. Similar thing with Vivid, though.
Yeah, exactly. As he's coming across the map, he did morph in a couple of Banelings. They're already across the map. Ooh.
Oh! Good snipe here for Chase. Will there be a better snipe for Vivid? Already singing out the Baneling count without taking too many casualties. That was nicely done. That was even better done.
Oh my god, but now
Vivid with a very comfortable lead here.
Yeah, exactly. As the Banelings are rolling on in, the Queens are starting to fall here. One of them already. It looks like the second one should fall as well. So Vivid, he doesn't get the hatchery, but he does get 2 Queens.
Which is definitely something. We'll eat into the larva production quite a bit if he allows this to snowball.
Oh yeah, I mean, mate, there's only 1 queen left right now. Chase is forced to rebuild the queens that he just lost. Behind this Vivid, he's already transitioning. Roach Warren on the way. Lair on the way as well.
Gonna be the first player to do so. Yeah! Tables have definitely flipped on its head quite a bit from 2,000 atmospheres.
Yeah, exactly. But now, oh my god! Now it's Chase's turn and he takes a massive Baneling to the face there. I was about to say now it's his turn to try and reciprocate. And to be fair, that's a lot of Banelings.
It is! He can bust on through. He might not even have to. The Queen is so slow off creep and the Banelings make it through. The drones are bunching up.
Oh my god, they are. 5 drones already go down, and now the Banelings are waddling into the... No, the Lings! Oh god, he noticed.
Almost got taken out. Okay. Thankfully, at the end, it is only 5 drones, but the Lings are starting to break their way through. He ain't... Yeah? Lings keep coming, and they don't stop coming. As the Banelings are... Okay, those are Vivid Banelings.
That they are, but you know what? 2 Banelings of Chase finish up, and it looks like there's only 1 Baneling left here for Vivid. The Lings, they are now finally backing off here for Chase. Oh, god, that was a lot of lava spent on those Lings. And he, to be fair, he did get a handful of drones. He did it. Yo, he still has Lings across the map.
Yeah, really looking to put the pressure on. This is a very exposed, like a third base.
Yeah, that it is. At the same time, Lings are trying to slip into the natural once again, but this time, yo, the Roaches are on the way. And with these Roaches, Vivid should be able to defend.
Yeah, without +1 melee, it's very hard to get a surround on top of those Roaches to take them out. Vivid looking to reciprocate the damage.
Yeah, and once again, the Queen falls. Oh my god, does Chase still only 1 Queen for Chase? Like, he just can't get them up and running.
Ay. The Regicide this game.
Jesus Christ. You just don't want to be a queen here at all. And meanwhile, Vivid, he's already got the Roaches working on +1, working on Roach speed, and this is what I love from Chase. He realizes how far behind he is. Trying to go like toe-to-toe with Roaches against Vivid is not going to work right now. So instead, mate, Spire.
Why not? There's no way Vivid will have enough Roaches to really pose a credible enough threat by the time the Spire finishes up. Mutas can do a lot economically, a lot of economic damage, but I'm a little worried. Will that force Vivid all in? Because I'm not convinced Chase can defend against that just yet.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why these things are so important for Chase. Like, he's doing a really good job at distracting Vivid, keeping him busy at home, keeping him feeling uneasy about moving out because of the threat of all these things. Because of that, Vivid is most likely going to wait for these upgrades, and this will buy enough time for the Spire to finish. Will it buy enough time for enough mutants to come out to defend, though? That's the question, because Vivid, eventually, he will move out.
Yeah, he wants to more than anything. It's just a little difficult when the Lings are on the map.
Definitely. But here we go. Finally, Roach Speed has finished. Now he can move out. Now he can just send it across the map. Oh my god, he's going for Drop Lords at the same time.
Yeah, love to see it. That was what was missing last game, honestly.
Oh yeah, mate. This is Vivid. This is game one. I don't know what was happening. Vivid, he was waking up. You know, it's early in the morning here on a Saturday in Australia, but finally he's playing his game. Newman's has Carapace just finished up. Overlord Speed finished, and now he can go for all these drops. Now he's going across the map, but here come the Mutas.
If they can intercept the Drop Lords.
Oh god, that would be huge. That would be huge. The Dropalors, they are moving out across the map. The Roaches are just outside the third base. The Mutants reveal themselves. The Dropalord.
They do, and the Dropalord is very, very vulnerable. Another one, not so much. Oh, the Dropalord actually lives.
Yeah, it actually survives. Both Dropalords are headed towards the bases, but this one, oh my god, it's so close. Chase doesn't realize.
He should.
At the same time, there's a bit of a bailing run by, and the Dropalords, they drop here in the natural, and another one's headed towards the main.
Man, Chase is feeling very confident he can defend against these.
Oh god, the Mutas, they do clean up the Dropalords here in the natural. Ooh, he loses the fight with his Roaches at the third, and the Dropalord also comes into the main. Drones are falling everywhere. These Mutas, sure, they're going to be able to clean this up, but Vivid, he's pushing into the third.
Yeah, from multiple angles, funnily enough.
Oh god, and with this, I mean, Chase, he should be able to defend in the end, and I'm honestly surprised. I thought Vivid was going to deal a little bit more economic damage. In the end, like, not that many drones have fallen. I'm shocked, man. I'm shook.
Yeah, I guess that just goes to show you that Roaches are a good harassment tool, not necessarily the best worker killing tool.
Yeah, I thought it was going to snowball a little bit more, but now Chase, he has the map control, he has all of these Mutas, he's going for a counterattack across the map. The Spores aren't finishing in time, by the way, one of them already gets focused down.
That it is. The Queens are doing a good enough job of deterring the Mutas for now, but yeah, key point to remember for now as both players get their Hydrodents in.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god. the Overlords are getting focused down as well. There are so many of them vulnerable out on the map. They're all just getting picked off one after the other. We do have a Hydrodent completed though, and yeah, Vivid is doing he's doing a good job at transitioning, right? Like the Hydras, they're coming out, I guess.
That's definitely #1 priority when you're up against the Mutas. But he is getting supply capped fairly heavily. We'll see how many he can actually get out before Chase messes up the army.
Yeah,
of Vivid.
As all
with
the
Mutas. There we go.
Yeah, as the Overlords, they just keep getting picked off here, and the problem is that, like, it's great that there are Hydras coming out for Vivid, but Chase, he's working on Hydras of his own. Like, he's ready to just give up on the Mutas and just go straight into Lurkers.
Which, again, ideal against Roaches like this, but you do have to make sure that your Mutas come for something at the very least.
Yeah, exactly. As I'm actually a little bit surprised. Despite the Mutas having map control as much as they have, like, a Dropalord still manages to sneak across the map.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you're forced to clump your Mutalists together.
Oh god, as there we go, Chase does finally chase all of this down. It does clean it all up. Yeah, Vivid's just having a hard time, like, just because, like, he hasn't had map control, and Chase is getting away with so much. Like, he didn't just get a 4th, by the way, man, he double expanded.
Huh. Might as well be a fourth as well as a fifth, because he's gonna have such a healthy economy to sustain him with those lurkers on the way. Doesn't have a lot of gas now, but look at that income difference.
Yeah, it's really out of control at this point. Oh god, as Chase has had the incumbent advantage for a very long time here. Vivid, he is basically putting all his hopes and dreams into these fungals. Like, if he can catch the mutas, then maybe he can take a fight, but oh my god, but what about the lurkers? Oh my god!
Oh, that's a money fungal, and that's another one. The biles are absolutely devastating. I think just like that, Vivid has taken the game.
I mean, he's at least cleaned up all the mutas, and that was huge. That was exactly what Vivid needed. And that's a great way to even up the army supply. But again, like, what about the economy? Like, he still needs another base. He needs a fourth,
which he ain't getting. No matter how many fights he wins, Chase just isn't giving him that opportunity.
He's really not. Oh my god. Like, again, even though that was probably the best thing that could have happened for Vivid, it's still not enough. Like, it just goes to show, like, how ahead Chase really was.
Indeed it does. As both players started to tech into lurkers. I want to give the advantage to Chase. Yep, there we go. There's that advantage.
Yeah. What I will say though is that Chase, he has been stuck at home though. Like, he isn't like being overly aggressive. I say that. Oh my god, a bailing run by 15 drones.
We're at 92 workers versus 36.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a discrepancy.
Just a little bit. Oh god. And the majority of the Hydras actually morphed into lurkers as well. So these mutas did a surprising amount of damage. Finally, they get cleaned up. Finally, Vivid doesn't have to worry about them. But that work account, like, that's what concerns me.
It's what concerns me too, yeah. And Vivid is trying to come back from that. He's joining up as much as possible, but I feel like once Chase realizes he smells blood in the water, he's gonna pounce right on top of it.
Yeah, he really should. Meanwhile, this failing run by doesn't really deal too much. Thankfully, there were lurkers here in position. Vivid is doing a really good job at, like, turtling up and taking up as well. Like, he's already got lurker range. He's working on adaptive talents. Just quickly looking at the upgrades. What's odd to me is that Vivid is the first player to work on +3. Chase is neglecting his upgrades a little bit. A lot, actually.
That he is. He already has a Spire, or the Hive, rather.
Yeah, and he's on he's on 1/1, by the way.
Huh.
Yeah, he does have Vipers to make up for it, is what I will say, and I guess spellcasters do matter a little bit more than upgrades.
Yeah, a couple of parasitic bombs on top of the lurker, so even an occasional yoink here and there. Absolutely massive.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, massive fungal as well on the Road Ravager army. Vivid trading so well here, outside of range of the lurkers of Chase.
Huh. Honestly, I have to tell who's winning this engagement. I feel like if it goes on longer, then probably Vivid.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We do have a couple of nice yoinks, and Chase does outposition Vivid. Oh my god, Vivid trying to push down a ramp into range of all these lurkers, and Chase takes a massive fight.
Just like that, Vivid has lost his advantage. I say that, now he's lost his advantage, as most of the Hydras do go down.
Yeah, the Hydras go down. The base is going to go down as well. Another counterattack at the same time at the third base of Vivid. Chase just tearing him apart. Vivid is really struggling to keep up, like, even with just the main army.
Despite his 2-2.
Oh god, exactly. And maybe Chase was listening to the stream. There we go, the upgrades are on the way for Chase. You know, he has started 2-2, so he can try and catch up. At the same time, Chase going for another Spire. Going for another Spire, because why not?
Yeah, I guess 1 to upgrader and 1 to upgrades.
And what's interesting is that, like, the armies are completely missing each other. We're gonna end up like in a pseudo base trade.
Huh.
Oh god, as Chase is going straight to the natural base, and Vivid, he's turning around.
Oh, that may be a mistake. He's gonna turn around right onto a bunch of lurkers that are already starting to establish a foothold on the high ground. Lightning clouds are super valuable right now for Chase.
Yeah, exactly. The Road Traptor does turn around, but again, he can't really deal with all these lurkers, and oh god, Vivid, he's gonna be losing so many of them. Meanwhile, Vivid did keep his lurkers across the map, but he hasn't really been able to accomplish too much.
Eventually, that base is gonna go down, but when is that gonna happen is the big question, probably.
Yeah, exactly. It's only 3 lurkers. I mean, to be fair, there's actually no detection here for Chase, so oh my god, the drones are going down. Vivid fighting back as best he can here, but he just doesn't really have a lot left.
That he does not. Can really see how the worker count cuts into the army count getting cut.
Yeah,
or lack thereof.
As Vivid is struggling to get his 4th up and running, as he just keeps losing it time after time. Yeah, Chase, he's just really looking to close this out here. Like after all is said and done, I don't know how Vivid comes back from this. It's gonna be crazy.
But if there's anyone who's crazy, it is Vivid. Maybe, potentially.
They do call him Vivid the Odd Mate. It does happen. Meanwhile, as we get into, oh my god, as this series is closing out, don't feel too pressured to stay for the entire series, man. Like I know it's really early for you, and maybe you didn't have the best rest, but yeah, like don't feel pressure.
Tell him backing out.
Yeah, don't feel pressure to stay for the whole thing, man. Like take care of yourself.
I'll try. Buddy. I can. I just need to splash some water.
Oh god,
I'll be fine.
As GG
is called, and Chase makes it to the match point.
Yeah, that was the final engagement there of Vivid. Like, oh god, he was doing really well at catching back up, but at the end of the day, he was really struggling to get more bases up and running. A 4th, a 5th, something that Chase, I mean, he was on 6 bases at the end there.
He really was. Getting a 7th too. At a certain point.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's nice to see that we get some range coming out of our players. A Lurker Roach game versus Lurker Roach. Continuing on.
Yep. As we're going to be getting into game 3, potentially the final game of the series. Oh boy, that was.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm quickly going to jump into the lobby, and then I'll be 1 second.
Nah, go for it, mate. Go for it.
I almost joined the Starducks Kerrigan survival lobby by mistake.
Yeah. And something that is very important to note is that over the land of Singapore, it is a lot earlier compared to here in Australia. And Yaku did stay up last night to play an MSO. Despite us saying to go to bed, you did stay up even longer than that, mate. What the hell?
I want to hear what Kuro had to say about my video, and it turns out she didn't watch it.
Shaking my head.
Funara Kuro in the chat. That's entirely what it is.
Shaking my head.
Yes,
Yaku.
that will be 1 quick second.
All good. But yeah. Give some love to Yaku. Again, he didn't have the best night of sleep yesterday, or last night, and yeah. But despite that, he did still wake up early. He is still here for the ANZ Champs qualifiers. Massive love to him. Hopefully he's okay. As I know you guys can't see the webcams, but during that cast, he was actually like collapsing a little bit. Oh boy. But here we go. Oh my, the colors have changed. We are diving into game number 3, potentially the final game of this best of 5 qualifying match, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the player who's currently leading this series. He is up 2-0, only needs 1 more to qualify for ANZ Champs Season 2. It's the Australian Zerg representing Team Mindfreak. It is Chase.
Oh, you know what I just realized is because we have cams, you can tell when I'm back.
Yeah, I can.
And spawning here in the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way to the top right-hand corner of Jagannatha, KBBLE. We have the blue Zerg player coming down also from the land of Australia. He is currently teamless, but still going to be repping his boys over at OSC Elite. He is one of the most colorful of the Zerg players. He is Vivid.
It's a 12 pool opening, by the way.
For both players. Oh no, from Vivid.
Yeah.
Chase is just a pool first.
So Vivid is popping off. He did open up with a 12 pool. Meanwhile, as you were saying, Chase with a pool first. Very safe opening and kind of ideal against that pool, mate.
Honestly, yeah. It doesn't delay his own natural base by too much, but he will eventually be able to get a couple of links out to aid in the defense. We'll see how his mineral walking is, though, for now, with his drones.
That's the question. We saw how good Vivid was with his drone defense, but what about Chase? What's important is that Chase still hasn't scouted this. Vivid, he is sneaking his lings across the map. He's avoiding the path of these overlords. So Chase, he has no idea. Regardless, he still has his first lings out because, I mean, because of his opener.
He needs to keep them at home.
Oh, God.
But he's setting them out. Oh, they're gonna meet. Hey!
Oh god, they are
You're the
going
Spider-Man
to be...
meme.
Yeah, and Vivid, he takes that engagement there a little bit ahead, does take out the majority, or a handful of those lings there, and we have more lings coming for Vivid.
Really trying to take out that natural base. Chase is trying to be as conservative as possible. He doesn't want to pull too many drones, so he's going to have to, now realizing how committed Vivid is to the link flood. Is it too late? He's baiting the links pretty well.
Oh god, that he is, and it looks like, especially with the Queen, Chase will be able to defend. Vivid did kill one of these drones, did force some lost mining time. You know, this hatchery is pretty low. Is that going to come into play? Probably not, but it could.
Just a couple of banelings is all it takes at that point. But yeah, I'm very surprised at how well Chase was able to defend that. He was so conservative with the defense, despite how committed Vivid was. To be able to get it! Not quite. Too late. As this 4-crawler does get thrown down to save it.
Very clutch there by Chase. Meanwhile, now it's his turn to reciprocate. He's across the map with his own lings, but it looks like, oh, he doesn't get a drone either.
Ooh. Nicely done. I was very surprised Chase was able to keep that base up and running, considering how committed Vivid was to the attack and how conservative Chase was in the defense.
Exactly. And Vivid is not stopping the aggression at all. Despite being down 0-2, he's risking it all, not just with the 12 pool, but with a very fast lair.
Well, if there was ever a time to take a risk, this is definitely it for Vivid. But Chase getting a bit of a quicker lair of himself and getting his gases.
Exactly. Chase, he's looking to go, but like this is looking like 2 base meter for me, especially if he takes his 4th gas. Meanwhile, Vivid still hasn't taken his own despite the faster lair.
That's because he is going to be going for Roachinitis? Potentially?
We'll see. As Chase is trying to knock on the front door. Oh my god, that Queen is getting low. There's not enough energy for Transfuse.
And one of the Queens will go down. A very nice pick off here. Potentially another!
Oh my
as
god.
Chase is reciprocating the damage, catching Vivid right as he's trying to transition.
The second, the second Queen will fall. The damage is being done. And Chase, the lair, it's gonna finish. He has all 4 gases. There is the drone.
And there is the Spire.
Meanwhile,
and there's the Spire as well.
Yeah, what do we call this, Yaku? What is this?
Spinning links?
Spinning base Utah.
Squared. I feel like we have to both say that at the same time since they're both doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Two
base Mutalis build.
Oh,
we have a third hatch coming out for Chase.
Yeah. So, okay, we do have a couple of differences here, of course. It did open up with 2 base Muta, and of course, Vivid still hasn't taken his own third, but he's still spending his gas elsewhere. He's still investing in these roaches. He doesn't want to, he's not looking to overcommit in these mutas.
And he is not.
Oh god, meanwhile, Chase is pulling a bit of a me Mike as he sends his queen across the map to kill some of these overlords. The Lings are also here, looking to take out the exposed Roach Warren. Oh god, mate, he's gonna get it.
Belial is being researched. Despite that Spire, Vivid is committing a little bit to his own roaches, so yeah, this isn't quite a fake out. No cancel there. Was denied.
That's honestly, that's huge. That's gonna hinder all the Roach production. There's no backup Roach Warren, bearing in mind, and because of that, Vivid, he cancels +1 range. He has to make mutas.
He has to make mutas as well as Lings, because funnily enough, he actually doesn't have that much gas, so he needs to spend his minerals somehow.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chase has 11 mutas on the way compared to the 5 that Vivid has. Again, he wasn't looking to. He was looking to only get a handful of mutas, and that's it. He didn't want to go mass muta, and now he's forced into it.
Forced into it at quite the disadvantage, as Chase is gonna be supply capped a little bit here, but regardless, still has a very massive Mutalisk lead.
Exactly, and he's also supply blocking his opponents. A bit of a harder supply block here for Vivid. In come the mutas of Chase, by the way. Again, he has the much larger muta count.
Didn't really take him out.
Oh god, exactly. Vivid has to be so careful. Like, he can't take a fight right now. Oh my god, especially with his split up mutas like this. Meanwhile, Chase is giving him a lot of room.
Yeah.
God.
Room to get closer and closer into creep. There are plenty of Lings underground, so it can cause a little bit of damage, but I mean, just looking at the army compositions and the actual army supplies, there's no way Vivid pulls this off, right?
We'll see. I mean, the Lings are honestly dealing a surprising amount of damage, but here we go. Finally, the reinforcing Lings of Chase come out. Chase will clean this up after losing 9 workers. But again, these are workers he could afford to lose because he's had this third base up for so much longer compared to Vivid, who's only just now struggling to expand and get more than 2 bases up.
Yeah, 9 workers is a lot, but Chase is still ahead in the worker count, still ahead in the base count. Has plenty of larva, can very easily remake that.
Oh, yeah,
and now he's just being a complete bully with his map control, with all of his mutas.
Yeah, I mean, Vivid can never take a bait, can never take another base, and there we go. Vivid, he's forced to fight. He's going to be losing all of his mutas. The Spore, though, dealing a lot of damage, but is it going to be enough?
Yeah, the clumping up of Vivid's Mutalisk I thought was a bit of a mistake there, but with that Spore Caller, he's actually really starting to put hurt onto Chase's Mutalisks. And yet, I want to say Vivid traded a little bit better, but it also hurts him a lot more losing his units compared to Chase losing units.
Exactly. Oh, and
just like that,
GG gets cold, and there we have it. Another one qualifies. Chase takes the series 3-0.
GG Chase will be the next player qualifying for 2021 ANZ Champs Season 2, as will, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought we were gonna have another qualifying map here, but nope. Peppy is also going to be the other player from the other qualifying match. I saw Azure Peppy and I was like, wait, and then I realized, no, wait, Azure already qualified. It's just he gave the walkover to he played out his series against Run Amok, but that was just for seeding purposes. So
yeah, exactly. And with that, congratulations. I also just saw the score as well. Wow, it went all the way to the ace match. Again, it's a bit of a shame that we didn't get to cast it, but a very impressive result nonetheless for both these players, that Peppy was able to 3-2 rise and qualify.
That he did, yeah. And again, we were very curious as to how Rise would perform here, and it's already showing us quite a bit in the next qualifiers that we have next week. At the same time, I very much expect one more Protoss player to make it to ANZ Champs, that being Rise.
Yeah. Again, like it was such a shame that we didn't get to see Rise go up against any of these players, any of these opponents, and also that we didn't get to see him last season, even though he has been a staple of our region for a very long time. So it's great to see him here competing. Sure, he didn't qualify, but he's had some very impressive results, and I can't wait to see him next week.
Nor can I. Plenty of players are going to be returning next week. Vivid is most likely going to be one of them, as well as Rise, as we said. Erebus will probably be there. Oreo, for me anyway, is going to be the big name coming back next week.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
He already signed up for it, so.
Yeah, Oreo, Chappie, Vivid, Rise, all these guys are going to be returning. So we'll find out, you know, how things will change up here. Another name that was missing this week, by the way, Crimson wasn't here, which was a little bit odd. Maybe he'll show up next week. I know that he's another one of the players who, you know, he's putting in the practice, right? He wants to perform well. So keep your eye out on him.
He wants one more week of practice before he reveals anything.
The other player who is missing here is Akon Sices. He didn't show up today.
Oh, right.
Yeah, hopefully he's able to show up next week as well.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of an underdog last season of ANZ Champs, but it was very impressive for him to have made it that far regardless.
Yeah.
It's just good experience overall.
Exactly. There's only one name that was there in season 1 who we will most likely not see in season 2, and that is Hut. I did hear from Sano that Hut was going to be stepping away and isn't going to be competing this season, which is a bit of a shame, especially because like he didn't perform badly in season 1.
Yeah, a lot of times when it comes to Hut, or when it comes to a lot of these players, I'm like, yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah,
that Mr. Burns meme. Don't forget, you're here forever. They always come back. Hut last year came back once he heard that. Yes, I'll feel my dare was the thing, but yeah, Hut does have quite a bit going on, so will be a little bit of a longer hiatus from him, I do believe.
Yeah, he comes back and then he leaves and comes back and then he leaves. How long is this break going to be? Are we going to see him in 2022? Probably at some point. But yeah, with that, we have all of our qualified players today, man.
Yeah, for the first day, our 6 players making it through, along with the 4 invitees. We have Chase, Azure, Peppy, Piglet, Starduck.
That's one more.
I don't have to check. I can remember. I don't have to check. Run amok.
There you go.
Are our 6 qualified players today, alongside our 4 invitees. Seether, the reigning ANZ champ. Probe, the reigning DreamHack champ. Mighty Kiwi, and of course, Pez.
There you go. So congratulations to all our qualifying players and our invited players. I hope to see everyone else once again next week. Congratulations to Starduck again. You know, he does represent us, the CranKy Ducklings, and it's great to see him performing well in ANZ Champs despite the lack of practice. Shaking my head.
You really want to yell at it, don't you?
I do. Oh god. But with that, we're done for the day. Again, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I hope everyone had a good time as well. If you want some more Oceanic and Southeast Asian StarCraft, we have plenty of it here on this channel. Whether it's qualifiers like this or weekly events like the MEC Weekly, Grand Platypus Open, there's plenty of it here on this channel. So if you enjoyed our casting, consider following us. And speaking of Yaku, I believe...
Yes.
There's been a couple of things happening with you, right? You recently graduated. You recently had a birthday as well. You recently had a birthday as well. So what is happening in the land of Yaku? What is happening, more importantly, on your Twitch channel?
I just realized I'm 21.
You're 21, mate. It's over.
It just
It's...
hit me. 21 now. It just hit me. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh my god.
But yes, I do intend to be streaming quite a bit more on twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1. I make no promises. There's a couple of things I do need to do IRL. So I don't want to make any promises just yet, but I do have a lot more free time. So keep that in mind. I will announce when that happens over at twitter.com/Empora-Yakuzaku. When that happens.
Yeah, you better.
Yes. Final Fantasy stream soon TM. Ares started playing that last night and he's already almost at my level.
Oh my god. I was about to ask what level he got up to.
Last night.
Yeah.
He got up to level 4 or something.
Okay. Is he enjoying it, by the way? Is he
He doesn't know what he's doing, so.
I mean, that applies to anything Ares related. Let's be real here.
True.
But yeah, check out Yaku over on his Twitch channel. I'm sure he's gonna be live a little bit more frequently this week. Meanwhile, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch as well. I'm actually probably gonna stream in an hour or so. So if you're interested, then you can follow me there. Otherwise, follow us on the CranKy Ducklings. All over the place. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord. I forgot it. Check us out on all the social medias. That is where you will find us. And yeah, on top of that, we'll be here next week as well. Fingers crossed we'll be here next week. Fun fact, I'm actually getting my COVID shot this week.
And eat an apple.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't impact me too much.
Is this your first or your second?
My first. My second is going to be in December, I believe.
A lot. Wait, what?
Or October. I think it's October. I have to double check.
Is it like a month?
Yeah, it's like a month. I think it's October.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it'll be like end of August next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people say that the second dose is worse. For me, I felt that the first one was worse, but that's only because I stayed up the entire night before I got the shot. So
that probably doesn't help. Oh god. But yeah, like I'm just concerned that hopefully it doesn't impact me too much, and we're gonna be able to cast and stream.
Eat an apple, you'll be fine.
There you go.
That's what I did. I actually ate 2 apples, so yeah.
There you go. So yeah, like if everything is all good, then we will be back next weekend for the second qualifier of ANZ Champs. Again, we're also going to be running GPO Grand Platypus Open throughout the week as well. So yeah, plenty of StarCraft here on the CranKy Ducklings. And we will see you tomorrow.
ESL ANZ. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of stuff happening.
Yeah. Our next broadcast is going to be tomorrow. In less than 24 hours, we're going to be back with Battle of the Americas. We saw Trigger in the chat earlier. Yes, the North American and the Latin American players are going to come together and compete in that tournament. So yeah, we'll see you next time.
That we will.
Ciao.
Bella.